So you see down there the flood, all that water. Typically this is about a 20 to 30 foot drop down to the bottom of the valley. And then I cross this little valley right here, and I go over to the woods over there. And I've even actually fished on the other side over there in the summertime, but we've had so much rain and so much snow melt that the water is very, very high, and there's no possible way of crossing now unless I went way down there where it narrows and crossed over, or had a canoe. But man, it is really flooded. I'm surprised how deep that is. That's insane. So means I'm stuck up here in these woods, which is alright, so I'm used to them. Hey guys, prepared to wander out in the woods today. So today's video is not going to be any particular review. I'm not really going to focus on any kind of gear or skill or anything like that. Today is the day just to get out in the woods and make some coffee and just enjoy myself, because I've been cooped up just way too long this winter. I have not had an opportunity to be out as much as I want, and this is going to be a nice day today, so I'm going to take advantage of it. Now, I am going to show you a couple new pieces of gear that I received and kind of just do a preliminary overview of those for upcoming videos that we'll do more reviews, but at least I have something I can show you, right? So that's about it for today, so stick around because we're going to be getting into it. Okay, the first thing I want to show you guys is I got a new knife. Well, it's not really a new knife. It's a knife I've had before, and I sold it or traded it or something, and then I regretted it, instantly regretted it, because it turned out to be such a great knife that I missed a lot. And what that knife is the SE RB3. And I actually did a video of this a while ago when I first starting out doing videos, and it was an alright review, but certainly didn't do the knife justice. Now, and the way you're looking at this knife now, this is not stock. What I've done to it is I've actually customized it, and that's one reason I love this knife so much, is because you can do a few things to it to make it your own. The first thing I did is I darkened the steel with apple cider vinegar and just did a nice patina. I like that look on this particular knife, and it protects the blade to a degree. It's a rust inhibitor. And then the other thing I did is I took the scales off, which are micarta, and I dyed those a dark brown. And the dye that I use is a product called I dye. Letter I dye, and it's a dye that's designed for nylon materials and other natural materials as well, and it really does a better job than RIT dye does. So if you can find that like at an art supply store like Dick Blick or something like that, it's really good stuff. They also have a nice OD green that I've used in the past that I like, but I really like the dark brown dye on it. I thought it turned out really well. Just changed the whole look of the knife. And then the other thing I did is the sheath that this comes with is just kind of a natural, undyed, untreated leather look. So I went ahead and dyed mine and then treated it with some mink oil, and that helped with retention as well. It kind of tightened up everything. So there's a nice tight fit to the sheath now. And then I'm wearing it as a neck sheath today because it's light enough, this blade is light enough I can carry it around my neck. And it's, with all the layers and stuff that I'm wearing, it works out pretty well. So that's the first new piece of gear. Of course, I got a Hidden Woodsman haversack out today. The next piece of gear I want to show you is this pouch. I just got this pouch from Tough Possum Gear, which is awesome. It's a US made small shop. One guy, Jay Berry, does all the sewing. I did a review of his survival scarf a while back ago. He sent me some pouches to play with too, and this one fits a folding stove, my folding stove, really nicely. And I got a new folding stove. And this is the Element stove from Tato Gear. It's made in the USA. It's titanium, and what I like about this stove is how it folds open and shut. Just like that. And then you remove the pin. There's a hinge pin right here. Slide that back in. And there's your stove. And I know you guys are going to ask, it's like, okay, well, you had all these firebox stoves that you were going to be doing reviews on, and you just got the Nano not that long ago. Well, you know, I played around with those stoves, and I just don't care for them. They don't really meet my needs, or they really don't suit me that well. So I went back to another old piece of equipment that I used to own, which is the Element stove. You know, for the money and for what you get, I think this stove is an exceptional value. At under $60, right around 60 bucks shipped, you get a full titanium folding stove that's made in the USA. I mean, you can't beat that. And it does a great job. I've used this type of stove in the past, and I've done a review on it, and it worked great. So I thought, why not? I'm going to get another one, and this is going to be my stove for the spring and for the season, because I definitely need one. So we're going to fire this thing up today too. Got my Lost Wild universal cup lid, which works great. With that Ollie Camp mug that I have. You can see there's even a side feed port that you can add some additional wood to really get that thing going. So it's nice. It's not on the other side though. There's just a couple air holes over there. And then of course there's the door. The door now on the new model that I just got that actually locks into place so it stays open. The old one that I had, it would fall down all the time, which really annoyed me. But now they've changed the design so it actually clips in, stays open, which is perfect. But the side feed port is really nice for adding additional wood. A little coffee single. I did doing some light batoning with this earlier, and that RB3 is still holding the edge. SE just makes a great product. They really got their heat treats down. They do good selection for their steel. It's just, you know, it's a nice product, and the design that they did on this thing is amazing. It's just a really stout little Scandi, 90-degree spine, nice true Scandi to it. Sharpens up real easily, cuts wood very well. Love it. And then the handle with that little bit of choil, the little finger guard right there, I guess, what you would call that, is very comfortable. Fits my hand pretty well, and I've got pretty decent sized hands, so I'm happy with that it fits my hand so well. And it's not too overly thick or bulgy. I've tried some of the other knives that have a thicker swell to them, and they get uncomfortable pretty fast for me. But this is just the right size, and it has an ever so slight taper to the end, which I like. So it's a great knife for, you know, under $100. You have a really decent, capable knife. Alright guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you found the video entertaining enough to watch today. Thanks for coming along as always, I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time on The Prepared Wanderer.